Hello guys, it's Cardboard Rhino, and today for the abstract game and strategy lovers, I want to show you a simple but very clever variation to chess, executed beautifully and carrying the intriguing name of Anarchess. Anarchess takes place in the land of chess long before the black and white enemy kingdoms were formed. Back then, there were no kings, queens, bishops, knights or armies. The world was unexplored and amorphous, with just two proud tribes constantly struggling to expand their territories to survive. Anarchess takes only the pawns from chess and allows them to be more than just pawns. They're free entities. There's two versions, the travel one that is close to pocket size and comes in different colors, and the deluxe version with these beautiful chunky wooden pieces. You start the game with two black and white pieces on the center of the table, and you keep the rest of the tiles in the bag. One player gets the white pawns and the other the black ones. You then draw a random tile from the bag, and the player with the opposite color is the first player. In your turn, you draw a random tile from the bag and you place it on the table so that at least one of its sides touches one side of a tile already on the table. In the deluxe version, you roll the die to determine the color of the tile you should place. If the tile only touches one side of another adjacent tile, then it has to be a tile of the opposite color. While when it touches two or more sides, it can be of any color. And this is the way to create areas. All the same color tiles touching each other belong to the same area, and the game is basically an area control game. Then after placing the tile in your turn, you may do one more action if you want, which is placing a pawn on the tile you just placed or moving an existing pawn. You can only move them horizontally or vertically onto an empty tile, or you may attack an opponent pawn diagonally to an adjacent tile in any direction. The attacked pawn returns back to its original reserve and may be reused by that player. The game ends when the last tile was placed on the table, and then you count the points from the areas you control. An area belongs to the player with the most pawns in it. If there is an equal number of pawns from both sides, then no one controls the area. If you control an area of at least two tiles, each tile counts for 2 points. If there is just one pawn in the area, each tile counts for 3 points. And last, from the sum of your points, you subtract 6 points for any remaining pawns that you didn't place on the board. Anarchess is simple but with strategic depth, and I love the minimalism of the design and the great production quality. During the game, every tile that you place can change the board and the balance between the two powers completely, making it exciting and head-to-head until the end. I think it's a great choice to play with your family, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your kids, or anyone who's into strategy games that are not too complex to learn but are tough to master. So Rhino says yes to Anarchess. I can totally recommend this game.